Hey guys, before this video starts, I just want to mention that by the time this video is out, it will be 1 year since I started YouTube. I haven't made that much of an accomplishment, 70 subscribers. I'm very happy that I reached that, and I thank all of you who have been supporting the channel. Anyways, let's get into the video for today. Free Slice is the advanced edge pairing method on any big cube, and if you use anything else, you're doing it very slowly. So the way that this works is you start by seeing two pieces or one piece, and then you get it into the middle layer, and then you need to find the piece that goes with that piece, which is this and this and this. These all go together, but you only need two of them, and then you do a slice move to pair them together, and then I guess I'll pair this one too. And then once you have a full edge, you move it up to the top. Very similar to the beginner's method, but instead of fixing the centers, we just don't fix them, because no matter how much you turn this slice, it will always stay the same and you'll be able to fix the centers at the end. So you don't actually have to fix it yet. If it's not clear to you how you should be moving these pieces down here next to these pieces, here's some ideas. You can do this. That's if it's on the front. If your piece is on the right and on the top right here, you can do this. Also, the reason I'm not showing this from both sides is because it's actually really bad to keep switching between hands. I talked about that in another video. You can go watch that one, it's up here. But it's just not good to switch hands on big cube. Anyway, to pair the piece, it's very simple. You just slice it over, and now these two are next to each other. If this does not happen so easily, you could get a case that looks like this. This is a piece that needs to be flipped. See, these are on the same slice, and if I try and slice it over, it kicks this one out of the way. The way that this can be fixed is by learning the flipping algorithm. The flipping algorithm goes like this: R, U, R prime, F, R prime, F prime, R. And now you can see that this has moved down, and now we can slice it over. This works exactly the same on cubes like 6x6 and 7x7 here. Two pieces, and this one goes over, slice it over. It's also the same if I notice that these two are the same, and if I slice it over, this is flipped. So you just do the flipping algorithm and slice it over. And now they're paired. If you are unsure on how to move pieces up to the top layer, then what you do is you start by moving an unsolved slot into the front here, and then you do R, U prime, R prime. And that will move this unsolved slot into here, and then you can just continue solving. That is a very beginner way of doing things, and if you're using Free Slice, that's definitely not the way you want to go. So yes, you do use the same concept where you see it's here, but then you don't want to just put in any random unsolved edge. You want to look for things that are good. And in this case, this is actually good because I have these two pieces that I can pair together next. But you generally want to look through the middle layer here and see if there's any good pieces. For example, this one and this one and this one. I want to move this one in because I can see this edge. Well, there's not really any other options, but this would be the best one if there was any other options. Also, at some point, you're going to fill up the top and the bottom with edges. In this case, we need a new way to pair edges. This is also part of Free Slice. The way that you pair edges for this, you use slice, flip, slice, or you can use the MU2M method, or you could use cycles. The most common way to do this is using the slice, flip, slice method. This is also used in the beginner's method. The way that you want to do this, you have to do it more advanced. So to do this more advanced, you want to look at pieces and don't just do it like, okay, so I see these two, they can pair together, so I want to flip this one. No, you don't actually have to flip this one. If you were doing it more advanced, you could just do this and then just flip this. Then do a U2, and then I want to pair it with this one. That's much faster than what I could have done with the beginner's method just using the beginner concepts. Here's another slice flip slice example, but on 5x5, if I see these two are like in a flip sort of thing and this one's over here, what I can do is flip this, slice the B slice, I guess, and then flip and slice back. And now this edge is paired. Another way to accomplish solved edges on the last 4 is to use a method called MU2M. The way that this works is very self-explanatory. You do M, you do U2, and then you do M. This is only used in specific cases and cannot be used. For example, if I have 2 solved, there's no way that I can do this because it will break some of the edges. The last way that you can do this is using cycles. To be honest, I would not recommend taking advice in this instance from me, but you could. I never use this in my solves. I'm terrible at it, but basically the concept is, if you see, for example, this piece and this piece can go together, what you can do is like move this one out and then slice. That was a terrible slice move. And then if we put this one back in, it will pair together. And you can basically do that with a bunch of different edges, and usually it's done with these 2 solved in the back. You put 2 solved edges down here, and yeah. If you have enjoyed this video, please like and sub, and also bye.